Hey guys, what's going on? I have here something from Chaos and Pain. This is chemical TE. It's basically a very simple anabolic formula that's designed to increase muscle growth, and it has a lot of hype because turkesterone's in it. And we all know, everyone thinks turkesterone, or everyone seems to believe that turkesterone is something that's going to work very well, but we don't exactly know. Does it really work though, and are the ingredients worth the cost of this supplement? Well, I'm going to go over the ingredients, and then we'll also dive into my review and my experience and see if this is worth it for you to try. So turkesterone, as you all know, it's basically a very hyped up ingredient that's supposed to be, or believed to have, these benefits for muscle building. But there isn't really that much evidence, and the science out there is kind of iffy. The research isn't really proving anything, and most of it is done on insects. And I think the only study goes back to the 1970s, and that was done in Russia. But regardless, turkesterone is doing quite well in the market. It's everywhere in supplements, and not every supplement has it, but companies are putting it into their supplements, and there's a lot of them these days. Now, while it's not, as good as something as creatine, there may be some benefits that we don't really know about. But the thing is, it's very subjective and it's very experience-based. Turkesterone is supposed to be, the diurnal replacement, and it has the same chemical structure as testosterone, but it doesn't really mean it does anything for humans. But the next ingredient should be some good news, because it is Epicatechin. Now, Epicatechin is found in dark chocolate. It's also found in green tea. So Epicatechin is very anabolic. It has many benefits. Not only can it increase muscle growth, but it can also play a role in being anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. So that means it's not going to give you just benefits for the gym, but it's also going to give you some benefits for health. So there's a lot of studies as well, and a lot of the benefits behind Epicatechin is proven. And it's also a very good nitric oxide booster, which means you'll actually feel this ingredient from the very first go, hopefully, for most people. Some people may not have any reaction at all. That's humans for you. Everyone is designed differently, so not everything works for everyone. So Epicatechin, I really like this ingredient. I've taken it in bulk, and it works really well for what it does. Like, you can actually feel the pump. Pump gets really good. But there is 100 milligrams in here, and what I was taking was like 300 milligrams. So I don't know, 100 milligrams does have an effect, which we'll get into with my experience. But Epicatechin, it's one of my favorite ingredients because it has so many benefits, and you can actually feel some of the benefits. And I feel like Epicatechin, because it's an antioxidant, there's way more benefits than just having it as a muscle building ingredient. So it's really nice to have these types of ingredients. And also, we do consume dark chocolate and we drink tea, so it makes sense. There's some reaction to this ingredient for humans, whereas turkesterone, it's in plants and insects. I don't know if humans benefit from that kind of stuff, but we'll have to see for in terms of evidence and research. Maybe there's a compound that we're missing for turkesterone that works really well for humans, but who knows. The next ingredient is BioPerine. This is black pepper extract, 5 milligrams. This is to help you absorb, to make the most out of the whole formula. There's only 3 ingredients in total, but black pepper extract will make a difference. It's supposed to enhance the bioavailability of all the ingredients it's taken with. If you do want a full write-up on turkesterone and Epicatechin, and also a comparison guide as well, you can check out fitfrick.com. This site is the best for supplement reviews, and it's also a really good source for bodybuilding spreadsheets, all free, of course. You save it and you have it as a copy on your Google Sheets, and then when you work out, you can put in your numbers and you can adjust the working sets just by plugging in your maximum, or what your 1 rep max is, and all your working sets throughout the whole program, throughout the whole weeks, gets adjusted. It's all free. It's all found on fitfrick.com. Once again, experience. How is it like? What's it like? So I've been taking turkesterone a month before taking this one, and you're supposed to take it for like a month or 2. And I think past the 3rd week mark is when you start to experience some of the benefits. But that's if, it takes time to take effect. So theoretically, by the 3rd week, you should be at your peak, or you should be a little bit past the peak. And so if you can continue using it, it's ideal to use it for like 8 weeks and then take 4 weeks off. So that was my mindset. Is I took Kingmaker, which has turkesterone, not much, keep in mind. It only has 350 milligrams, and this has 1,000 milligrams. and I believe, yeah, so this one has way more Turkesterone and in Kingmaker. So the Kingmaker, I was taking that a month before, and then I started to take this when I finished Kingmaker. And you can see the review video for Kingmaker. I think that's a little bit better. When it comes to muscle building and, you know, having an anabolic formula, I think Kingmaker does a little bit of a better job, but it's very expensive, but there are better options at half the price than Kingmaker. So don't just fall for Kingmaker just because it's all hyped up on social media. The special thing about Epicatechin is that it can block the enzyme that limits muscle growth. There's an enzyme in your body that actually limits muscle growth. It's called myostatin. So when your muscle is growing, there's an enzyme that limits and stops the muscle from growing. It's basically a signal for the body to be like, hey, you've already grown enough muscle, it's time to stop. So by taking Epicatechin, you're actually inhibiting that enzyme and thereby increasing the enzyme that actually increases muscle growth, and that's called fullness. Probably pronouncing it wrong, but myostatin is basically like the enemy of the muscle growth. So with my experience, what's it like? So right away, I did feel better pumps. I felt tighter. And a few weeks into this, you know, I was working out and I didn't really notice anything crazy with strength. It was just consistent pump, fullness, and I felt like my muscles were getting, it was getting bigger, but it was just full. And Epicatechin is kind of hard to be like, okay, I'm getting more muscle growth. It's not going to be that noticeable, but it's like a tiny bit more. It's like a tad bit more, and it feels like it's fuller even when on the days when I don't work out. So, and even if I don't take Epicatechin or this supplement on that day. So I feel like it has like a long-term effect over the week or over a couple of days, I should say. And it's very hard to say because this has Epicatechin, I could feel it, Turkesterone not so much. And my weight, my body weight has been the same. I did lose a bit of fat, but that's because I'm eating way less and I'm not eating that much junk food. So eating healthier, I mean, when it comes to results, a lot of it will come from the diet, it'll come from your program. A lot of it will. And that's why I recommend doing compound lifts, because you'll get the most out of your exercises if you're doing compound lifts on free weights, on barbells, not on the machines, and you will maximize your strength and your time in the gym. But this helps with pumps, it helped muscle fullness, but Turkesterone is subjective. I mean, this is my second month on Turkesterone, so it's supposed to be like the ball is supposed to keep rolling and it's supposed to get better, and the effect is supposed to get better, but it didn't. Turkesterone is very subjective. Ecdysterone worked better for me, I think, but again, like it's like you get better results, but is it because you're just getting stronger because your program is working? Like for example, there's some supplements you can notice the effects right away. Creatine, for example, if you stop using it, you'll notice how much weaker you get. So Turkesterone, I will say that my weight has been the same even though I'm eating less and I've lost fat, but my weight is the same. So maybe my muscle is slowly not replacing, but it's like the body's making an exchange for like it's giving fat away, it's burning fat at the same time, it's building muscle, and maybe Turkesterone has like an anabolic effect where it helps maintain the strength, or helps me maintain my strength. But again, I've taken Turkesterone before. I've never been like, wow. I've never been impressed. So I would never go out of my way to buy Turkesterone, but I would definitely go out of my way to buy like a testosterone booster if you wanted to maximize your gains, because testosterone boosters have herbs. They have stuff that our ancestors took way back when, hundreds, centuries ago, when people didn't have science. They didn't really, they had science, but they didn't really have the proof or evidence that these herbs works, but yet they knew the benefits. And today, science shows that actually like these benefits are true, and these herbs does that, does this, and it's like if you get a testosterone booster, you're getting like a multiple angle health benefiting formula that's not only good for your hormones, but also good for your mental and physical performance. So it's really smart, I think, if you're looking for something to maximize your diet and program, then a testosterone booster or even bulk Epicatechin. But as far as this supplement goes, it's kind of expensive for what it is. 3 ingredients. There's supplements that have way more for the same price. And so Epicatechin, I recommend that ingredient, but in terms of my experience, I would have to say it's a pass on this one, because Turkesterone, I don't know if you heard about this, but Nootropics Depot tested a bunch of Turkesterone supplements and found none of them actually had Turkesterone, or just had way less than the bottle claimed. So it makes me think, like, all these supplement companies, are they getting it from one company? And if it's affecting one supplement, does that mean all the supplements that have this ingredient are affected? So it's a very hard thing, and it's not like creatine, because creatine is totally studied, it's proven to work, and you know it works. And even Epicatechin, I feel like it works, but Turkesterone, I don't feel it. I don't feel that it works. So if you're looking to maximize your muscle building efforts, program, diet, creatine. You don't need anything else to burn fat for anything like that. If you want to maximize your pumps, then get something for pumps. You can check out my videos. Maybe I can link a video here for the best pump supplements. But in terms of this, you have to get your program and diet in order, and you can check out fitfrick.com to do that. So whether it's worth the cost, if you have the money, then I guess go for it. In my experience, not so much. It's on the program, it's on your mind. All your results are dependent on your program and on your mindset and how you work out, not what Turkesterone is going to do for you. It's not proven completely, so if you are going to get this, you are experimenting. You don't know how your body will react to it, and it probably won't have any negative effects, because Turkesterone is known to be completely safe. But if you enjoyed this video, please, it helps a lot if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if this helps you, let me know. If you want content specifically made for something, working out, gym, fitness, dating, let me know. I am here for you. I'm going to make more videos as much as I can, and it feels really good to do so, because I know I'm helping you guys. So, thank you so much for watching. I think that's all I have to say.